Come on, let's fix it. Thank God. You missed it.
Oh. You didn't say the office. Now you split it.
Okay, tonight is all about faith, and this one's really actually been like on my heart since like way before I had devoted and we were at camp and some chick was just praying for me, and I was like, I got it. Grateful. See, I think I had a premonition with it. I had secret powers.
This is like
So if you look at the definition of faith, there's two definitions. The first one is complete trust or confidence in someone or something, and the second one is strong belief in God based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. So there's actually a lot of scriptures. Are you recording?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. So when we break it down, really, it's about just having faith without. It's like saying you don't have to see something to believe it. You can just believe it to see it. Well, same with faith. You just believe it, and you don't have to really see it. In Hebrews 11:30, by faith we understand. So by having faith, we know and trust that, like with our calling, that like, or with what God's calling me for, or with just like believing in God or something. You just understand, right? You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. We're good. I don't understand. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Well, you may see Brittany afterwards if you don't understand. Yeah, this. Speaking of this, everybody's heard of Moses. Did you say yes? Yes. Yeah, no.
See.
Go for it. So Genesis. It's all over the place. 6:18 or no, 6:20, 6:18. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark. No, sorry, that's Noah. Y'all know Noah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I was like,
Which one takes the ark? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
No.
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 The other one.
The other one.
We'll make sure it's the other one.
Moment.
What?
Hey,
Okay, Noah is in Genesis. Moses is in Exodus. There we go. Okay. God said to Noah,
He said.
but I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark. And you will enter the ark, you, your wife, and your son, and their wives. They'll all go with you. I think I'm paraphrasing this again. And then 6:22, Noah did everything just as God commanded. You see, the thing about Noah and the ark is that, God was telling him pretty much, hey, my boy, I'm going to make it rain. you build up the ark, and I'm going to let it slave. My dear brother in, or no, son in. It will rain. You have never seen rain, but trust me, it's going to rain. So I need you to put all these animals and people in there. Noah went out and told people out there, hey,
Oh, they made that movie.
the man upstairs said it's going to rain. And they're like, you're cray-cray. We have to, rain doesn't exist here. We have to for it. So, the fact that Noah went out and actually did that, I think is actually pretty brave, because, if somebody told me to do something, and, like, I've never seen something before, and I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want people to look at me and be like,
Like, that kind of with your first verse, that faith is being sure what you hope for and certain of what you cannot see. Noah was sure of what he hoped in and certain of what he could not see. He knew that God was sovereign and that God had a plan. And even though he had never heard of rain, he was sure in what he hoped, in what he had hoped, which was God. So he was able to act in faith and build this giant boat when there was no such thing as rain. Like if we say rain, like you, not this kind of rain. But if you say this kind of rain, you all know that means water falling from the sky.
Yes.
But when Noah says
Shower.
this kind of rain, they're like, huh? Like they literally have no idea what it is. And so for him to go out and to not know what it is means that you don't know like what kind of effects it would cause. Like they don't know what a flash flood is then. And so to go out and build a giant boat on dry land away from the water that's not going to touch
That's
it,
like.
it's kind of crazy, right? But he had faith that God wouldn't lead him in the wrong direction. So yeah.
I like that. Amen.
I told her to say that.
Preach.
True. I just looked at her and said, "Thank."
Speak.
Speak to your mother.
Sister.
Oh, sister.
Son, your sister.
Okay. Second Corinthians 5:7. For we walk by faith and not by sight. I'm pretty much going to dumb everything down tonight. So, it's like how I used to see it is a blind man. I'm not trying to be like, it's like a racist and a type of
We understand.
vision thing. So that was from that when I say that he's blind or he's deaf, like, what's that supposed to mean? I don't know.
You can't see anything here.
How do you know? And I do too, like, if one man without his walking stick, you know, it's like, let's say he's in New York or something, right? He's in New York, and it's buried in the street, am I right? All them people in cars and whatnot. You know, he's saying, it's no, it's like a blind man and a person saying, okay, turn left, you know, turn right, hey, do this. You know, that person, like, he has to rely on them to do everything. So he's not, in this case, he really isn't walking by sight. He hasn't trusted him, he's having faith. And then to lead them to shelter. And,
Yeah, the right direction.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Woo! See what it was that one.
You gotta preach. You gotta preach. Oh, sorry. That's good.
I feel like I put most of this stuff.
You did.
Also, when, you know, the walk by faith and walk by sight, I actually got this from camp, I think, probably this past summer. One of the things was, you know, God is your GPS, and I think the Bible is your roadmap. No, God is your roadmap.
She wasn't that kind of me.
Yeah, how to go?
Don't have
Which
me.
one is GPS?
I like that one.
He's your GPS. Yeah, the Bible, because the Bible tells you, you know, how to stay in track and like, you know, and God tells you, you know, you look up to God and you ask him what should I do, and he tells you, okay, your stage is going all these ways. So, yeah, but then in James 2:14, what good is it, my brothers, if a man claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save him? Pretty sure the answer is no, right?
Faith without works is dead.
Yeah, faith is not what?
Without works, without being dead.
Yeah. Okay. So pretty much, that's that Dan over there, right? Because, okay, well, I used to, whenever I read that one, before camp, I'd always say, well, can I say I have faith? And, you know, when people would say, no, I'm like, why not? If I say I have faith, can't I have faith? And there's always something, no, you can't have faith. Well, either way, you're in America. No, but I went to camp this past one, and, you know, I pretty much, somebody that was talking to me, I pretty much realized that, just, you show your faith in what you do, pretty much. you can be like, I'm not gonna do that. And if somebody else was asking you, usually this stuff. But if they're asking you, what have you done for God? Oh, nothing. Okay, well, how can you have faith without deeds?
It goes back to, remember when we was at my Bible study and I was saying, there was that guy at work who was like, hey, you're a Christian, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like,
I already told you.
Well, what have you done? Yeah.
he's like, what have you done to help people out? I was like, nothing. He was like, well, I thought as a Christian, you're supposed to help people out. And like,
You was like, like Rico.
Jerry, she's standing up.
You on camera now, girl?
Okay, to sit in that, you just demonstrated faith. You have faith that when you sat in that chair, it was going to break. Right?
I guess I
I'll fight this chair.
You do the same thing. You have to demonstrate your faith with God. Like through what you're talking about, like through sharing, what you know and who you know God to be. And you can have faith, but you demonstrate it through your everyday life.
So yeah, she had faith and kind of scared Mckenzie.
Pull your chair back. Sit down. Go to sleep. Faith.
Wake up.
I want to wake up. I don't wake up. Kind of coming.
Wait, also Dan,
How you know
the
not to?
picture is really nice. Dan 3:26, as the body without the spirit is dead, so is faith without, faith without deeds is dead. So it's like pretty much sums it up what the last scripture was. Huh? I'm not done.
Huh?
I'm not done yet. No.